My friend Catherine recently started selling the jewelry that she makes, and this is one of her pieces right here. If you want to check it out, I'll leave a link below in the video description. After I did my comparing earth signs video, after what I said about Capricorn, that Capricorn makes things difficult, people were like, oh no, I have Capricorn here, what does that mean? Don't worry, nothing in your chart is negative. Everything in your chart is neutral, and it depends on how you use it. It is neutral, and you decide what you want to do with it, okay? So if you are a Capricorn rising, that also means that you have a Cancer descendant. So here's you over here, the Capricorn rising, you're hardworking, you're the breadwinner, and everyone else over here is like some kind of homebody, nurturing, motherly figure. Everyone else is like a stay-at-home mom, right? But you're not going to do that. You're going to work hard. And if you don't have a job, then that's something you're probably not going to want other people to know. And it's probably not going to be obvious at all. You're not going to make it obvious that you don't have a job. You're going to talk as if you're employed. Other people might be the maternal, nurturing figures, but you feel like you have to be the harsh one that tells people what they can and can't do. You have to be Mr. or Mrs. Discipline. You think that you are the boss in life. Now when you're young, it might not feel like that. It might just feel like you kind of want to close up and not really take on that role, even though you feel like you're supposed to, because Capricorn is a sign that represents things later in life. It represents maturity. It represents being fucking old, really. You think other people are lazy and they're just staying at home doing all these sweet little home ec projects and stuff, and that's not really your thing. You're not someone who wants to create things, and you don't think you're creative. You don't think it's your job to be creative. You think your job is to build things. You see other people who have crocheted and baked cookies and made a quilt and all that, and you're like, oh, that's cute. You might really like it, but you think you don't have time for that. You think it's not something that you would do yourself. And perhaps since you're such a workhorse, you would rather buy something rather than make it yourself. But then again, you feel like you have to be responsible. You have to be responsible with money, and you have to be responsible in general. You have to set a good image for other people. You tend to think that other people had better family lives than you, and it makes you feel like you're really on your own and like you had to work up your confidence from nothing. You can be really annoyed with people because you feel like things have been harder for you and other people just whine a lot. You feel like other people really keep to themselves a lot and stay within their close circle of family and friends, and you feel like other people are really going to be watching and criticizing everything you do, and I think that is what really restricts you and makes you feel shy. So you think that other people are very caring and considerate, and for the most part you enjoy that. When you share something that you are struggling with, you feel like you can count on other people to share their kindness. But at the same time, you don't want to seem like a sorry sap. You think other people are too swayed by the tides of emotion, so you have to be professional and you have to have a business-like attitude. You act like you're at work, even when you are not. In your regular day-to-day life, you act like you're working, and you act like it's work. Some of you act very serious, and some of you act very silly, so I don't really know what to say about that. You think that everyone else is being sensitive and doing all the nurturing, so you feel like you don't have to, and you act very insensitive. No matter what's going on beneath the surface, you don't want to seem like you're that emotional. You expect other people to be considerate of your feelings because you think that is who they are. You think that is who everyone else is meant to be, but you don't always do the same for them. You're afraid to show other people that you care. That caring side of you is hidden away in the shadows. Even if you're talking someone through their problems, you won't really sound very sensitive about it. You won't sound empathetic or anything like that. You'll sound very firm in whatever you say. You'll be like, oh, that's bullshit. We need to stop that. We need to fix this problem like we mean business. You'll kind of sound more like the manager of a company who just realized that their rival company is beating them in sales. You'd rather act in a way that you think will command respect than to act in a way that you perceive as being weak. When you don't like someone, you might pretend to care about them even when you don't. Basically, you'll be very bitchy. And when you feel guarded and you feel like you have to protect yourself, basically you'll just be like, oh, I'm just this caring, nurturing person, don't hurt me. That is when you'll act sensitive. When it comes to relationships, you tend to want a partner who is going to be there for you forever and care about you. Even if you chose a partner who seems like a big manly man who's like into sports and all that, you really want a partner who is nurturing and kind of motherly, dare I say it. And I think if you're a guy, you will especially be looking for someone who is willing to be a stay-at-home mom. If you want to subscribe to my channel, I've been trying to put out a new video every Tuesday at 5 p.m. specifically. When I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to have a contest, and the winner will get a free video chart reading